I have faith, but why do I still feel fear? Hi everyone, welcome back to TitaPastor's Musings. I'm so glad you're here today. Today, I would like to share with you some moments when I have asked God, Lord, I have faith in you, but why do I still feel fear? Let's be honest. Most of us have experienced moments when our faith and fear seem to coexist in the same heart. We believe God is with us, yet our knees still shake. We trust His promises, yet we worry about tomorrow. Have you ever wondered why? The Apostle Paul in 1 Corinthians 2 verse 3-5 admitted, I was with you in weakness and fear and much trembling. And my speech and my preaching were not with persuasive words of human wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of power, that your faith should not be in the wisdom of men but in the power of God. This is the Apostle Paul speaking. He's not hiding the fact that he was afraid. Yes, Paul, the great missionary, preacher, and writer of much of the New Testament, he was afraid. But did you notice something? His fear didn't cancel his faith. It revealed the source of his strength, not himself, but God. So let's get to the question, why do we fear even when we have faith? Here are 3 truths that might help. 1. Faith doesn't erase our humanity. We are human beings, our emotions are real, and life can be overwhelming. Fear is a natural response to uncertainty, pain, or danger. Even Jesus, full of faith and perfect in trust, sweated drops of blood in Gethsemane as recorded in Luke 22 verse 44. The psalmist in Psalm 56 verse 3 declared, Whenever I am afraid, I will trust in you. He did not say, if I am afraid, but whenever. I am afraid. That means fear can coexist with faith. God assumes we will feel fear, and He teaches us to respond with trust. What matters is what we do with our fear. 2. Faith is not the absence of fear, it's the choice to trust God despite it. Fear says, what if things fall apart? Faith says, even if they do, God will hold me together. When our faith is grounded not in circumstances or clarity, but in the sovereignty, faithfulness, and power of God, it becomes deeply rooted. Even when we don't understand, we trust that God does. Even when we are weak, we know He is strong. Even when fear makes our knees tremble, we stand because God holds us up. Faith doesn't depend on emotions or explanations. It depends on Jesus Christ. 3. Fear reminds us to shift our focus. Think of Peter walking on water in the story of Matthew 14 verses 28 to 31. He had faith, he stepped out of the boat, but fear crept in when he saw the wind. Jesus accepted him. He caught him and gently said, "Oh, you of little faith, why did you doubt?" Peter had faith and fear, and Jesus was near, but Peter's focus was on the water. Faith says, God is with me even if I don't know what's next, but our minds still wrestle with what-ifs and unknowns. Sometimes fear is God's invitation to draw closer. It reveals where we're still trying to rely on our strength. When fear strips away self-confidence, we discover our only trustworthy source of strength, God's power. So if you're feeling afraid today, even though you believe, take heart. You're not alone. You're not a failure. You're not less spiritual. You're human. But here's the good news. God's power is made perfect in your weakness. You don't have to wait for the fear to vanish to move forward. Step out in faith, even if your voice shakes, even if your hands tremble. Because faith is not about feelings, it's about who you're trusting. This message spoke to you. I'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts or prayer requests in the comments. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you don't miss any future faith conversations. Until next time, walk by faith, even when fear knocks on your door. Always remember Jesus is always with you because He loves you.